Once upon a time, in a small village called Ekongo, there lived a kind and wise queen. Her name was Queen Amora. Ekongo was not a rich place. The houses were simple. The farms did not always give enough food. Many people worried every day about what they would eat tomorrow. Some villagers believed that being poor was their destiny, and nothing could change it. But Queen Amora did not believe that. Every year, other kings and queens from nearby lands would bring gifts to their people, bags of rice, beans, and yams. The villagers of Ekongo hoped their queen would do the same. One day, the people gathered in the village square. They were excited. They thought, today, the queen will give us food. Queen Amora stood before them, smiling gently. "My people," she said, "I love you very much." The villagers smiled back. "I know you are expecting bags of food," she continued. "But I want to give you something greater. Something that will not finish in 1 week or 1 month." The villagers looked at each other, confused. "What can be greater than food?" they whispered. The queen raised her hand softly. "I want to help you learn how to create your own food, your own wealth, your own future." Some people nodded slowly. Others were not sure. So Queen Amora made a bold plan. She invited wise men and women from different places, farmers, traders, teachers, and builders. These were people who had once struggled, but had learned how to grow, save, and build a better life. When they arrived, the village was full of excitement. Each day, the visitors shared simple lessons. A farmer said, "Do not just plant for today. Plant for tomorrow. Save your best seeds." A trader said, "Start small. Even 1 basket can grow into many baskets if you are patient." A teacher said, "What you believe about yourself matters. If you see yourself as poor forever, your life may stay that way. But if you believe you can grow, you will begin to grow." A builder said, "Think about your children and your children's children. Build something that can last beyond you." At first, some villagers did not understand. "This is not food," they said quietly. But Queen Amora did not stop. She walked through the village every day, encouraging them. "Try," she would say. "Learn. Believe that your life can change." Slowly, something began to happen. One woman started a small garden and saved part of her harvest. A young man learned how to trade and began with just a few goods. A group of friends came together to learn new skills and support each other. The village began to change. There was still hard work. There were still challenges. But now, there was hope. Years passed. Ekongo was no longer the same village. The farms were greener. The markets were fuller. The children were learning. The people were smiling more. One day, a child asked her mother, "Why is our village different from before?" Her mother smiled and said, "Because our queen did not just feed us for a day, she taught us how to feed ourselves for life." Queen Amora stood quietly at a distance, watching her people grow. She knew something very important. When you change the way people think, you change the way they live. And that was the greatest gift she could ever give to Ekongo.